Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, March 2, 2023. There can be some challenges coordinating or balancing your sense of independence with others today. While you may not want to stir up past matters, it can be cleansing to do so with some willingness to grow and move past problem areas. While the day should feel good on many levels, there is some inclination to feel restless, which can stimulate the urge to go to excess. Overstating is a potential problem right now. In truth, you may only be looking for more meaning in your life and a deeper connection to the world around you. It makes sense to explore the roots of dissatisfaction. What you say today may not accurately reflect what you genuinely want and need. Still, if you aim to avoid investing too much energy or faith in what you hear, you can enjoy the interactions you have today. As each day proceeds, you're feeling even more momentum in your life. As the planets regain speed and charge forth ever faster, so do events in your life. This is a golden window of opportunity for you to manifest whatever it is that you wish, but you must do so with focus, intention, and strength. Astrology is not just a tool for prediction. It is a tool for guidance. Use this wisdom to start laying seeds, planting opportunities, and seizing the day to co-create your dream life with a loving universe. The magic lives within you. Nurture your professional pursuits. Typically, you like to be out in the open with whatever you are going after at work. However, today might be an exception to the rule since the moon will enter its domicile. You may feel more inclined to keep some of your projects or ideas under wraps. Perhaps you have a sneaking suspicion that it would be best to be a little more covert with your professional progress. Use this lunar energy to work on your professional pursuits behind closed doors for the time being. With Mercury and Saturn now just days away from your financial sector and a chance to get your head in the game and to take money matters more seriously, having the Sun already here is giving you a chance to first establish an authentic starting point. You have already spent recent weeks updating your financial dreams, desires, and expectations, with the Sun bringing the reality checks that will give you a realistic sense of where you are starting from. Keep things light today, in almost every area. Balance the deep with the superficial, water the plants, do the laundry, and clean the kitchen while you sense the emotional currents that run deep. Things need to gestate in your unconscious until they are ready to come up. I recommend taking an easy walk for exercise or swimming a few laps. Concentrate on the preparation of healthy meals such as vegetable soup or a vegetarian casserole. Notice the beauty in humble things. Take care that you play by the rules when it comes to competition. It can be easier than usual on this high-energy day to get a little carried away. Strive to keep things friendly, and keep in mind that you can achieve your ambitions through strategic planning and by taking things one step at a time. Direct this day's essence towards these objectives, and you will find yourself successful. Given your love of peace and friendship, you're sure to get greater satisfaction this way. Having the moon return to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart in the heart of the working week might sound like a disadvantage, especially as this will put how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test. However, as this comes just as Venus and Jupiter align in an adventurous part of your chart for the first time in over a decade, this couldn't be more important. Knowing the role they will take in shaping this professional year, Venus and Jupiter know you can afford to first make this a priority. Before leaving your friendship sector today, the moon will form a friendly aspect to Mercury and Saturn, just as they are not only moving towards an alignment in your relationship sector but just days before leaving. As well as leaving you more emotionally engaged and aware, this is also making Mercury, the planet of communications, mission to get the communication lines open a lot easier. Our eyes in the sky. The current placement of the moon in Gemini may be causing some disruptions to our sleep patterns. If you're finding it difficult to get a good night's rest, you might also be affected by an unbalanced aspect between the moon and Venus, which could leave you feeling even more fatigued in the morning. As the day progresses, you may notice a scattered or unfocused vibe, particularly during the first part of the day, when the Moon and Mercury are in an off-kilter connection. This could lead to feelings of disorganization and confusion, making it harder to stay on top of your daily responsibilities. If you're struggling with this scattered energy, it's important to take a step back and reassess your priorities. Consider reassigning any tasks that can wait until another day, or breaking them down into smaller, more manageable chunks. By taking the time to regroup and prioritize, you can help ensure that you're making the most of your day, despite any astrological influences. As the sun rises, the Moon in Gemini comes into a challenging square aspect with Neptune in Pisces, which can leave us feeling vulnerable and unfocused. This combination is a recipe for confusion, making it all too easy to fall for deceptive sales pitches or be talked into taking part in unfavorable deals. It's essential to be extra cautious during this time, especially when it comes to signing contracts or making any binding agreements. Double and triple check the fine print to avoid any hidden clauses or ambiguous wording that could cause problems down the line. It might even be wise to postpone negotiations entirely until you feel more confident and clear-headed. Instead, this transit is perfect for low-stakes discussions or speculation that don't require immediate decisions. Avoid making any major moves or commitments and focus on gathering information and assessing your options. By taking a step back and approaching things with a level head, you can minimize your risk and protect yourself from any potential harm. You will handle financial matters with your usual aplomb today and should consider different types of investments. A good idea can mean a successful future. Even if you are just looking for bargains, you'll be able to distinguish between good and bad offers. Take advantage of them before someone else does. As we move towards midday, the Moon forms a harmonious trine aspect with Mercury in Aquarius, which can bring a sense of clarity and perspective to our situation. This newfound lucidity allows us to see through any attempts to deceive or manipulate us, and we can now identify those who have been acting in bad faith. However, instead of getting caught up in feelings of anger or betrayal, we choose to focus on moving forward and conserving our energy. We recognize that we have dodged a bullet and elect not to waste any more time dealing with negative influences or energy vampires. Through these experiences, we are also able to see who our true friends and allies are, and we can turn to them for support and guidance. Conversations with those in our support systems can be incredibly helpful during this time, as we share our feelings without becoming overly emotional and help others with their problems by offering sound advice. By remaining level-headed and focused on our goals, we can extricate ourselves from any sticky situations and move forward with renewed clarity and purpose.